Gertrude, Hamlet.
I didn't study Shakespeare at any of the 4 schools that I dropped out of.
Mr. Steele's trying to buy Unidac Industries. And you've got a company laptop associated with one of the guys he's competing against.
Floyd Locke.
No. Warren Patel. Floyd Locke.
He is an employee of Mr. Patel, evidently. The exchange building.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 49 the mark. 49 the mark. Bend. Bend now.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On third down, McFarland. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready. 58, the money. Bound to lose one. Slam. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And complete to Zach Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And Tucson. Recon, 132 fighter. Quick dash. Go. X3, 2AG, chopper.
Did you see his face when he told her?
Hey, orbit. Stay careful.
Looking to throw. Lawrence into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The pickup there, 5 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
5.
To throw on second down. Lawrence.
Oh, come on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Let's go, baby.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. That one complete to Anderson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
General West. Begin. Hey, Sam off. Check. Hustle. Check. Hey, go.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Shoot. Hey, tight. Hey, tight. Hey, I-7. 53.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd, 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for them.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss right away, almost like a punt returner. And 2, you expect him to pick up some blocks once he gets to the 2nd level, able to get downfield. And on that play, everything came together.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Right there.
Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back and caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
31's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey, lock it.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Rock it. Lucky. Hit it.
On first down, Lawrence. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
31's the mic.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Shit. Watch the shit.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Ready.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Watch the run.
To throw again, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The final shot before break. Lawrence. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before break. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, Alpha.
To the air, Allen. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground,
go get the door.
For them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. On 2nd and 11 now, Allen.
Get the door.
Go
Is this the package? Go get that package.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
Tell your mama to go get it.
Situations. They just took another sack right
It's
there.
her tablet. Then
Offensive
take it
film
back.
section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Couple of weeks.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got a first down past the 30.
Oh, no!
You can tell they
Oh, man. If anything, it should have been a fumble.
Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play.
Wow.
The officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
They told me on that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Look at
the
that.
field now,
Man.
this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
So
But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Simulation's horrible.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch. All 52.
Here's Allen. Football. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
And it's a fumble.
Come on, give me some.
By the Jets, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Don't mess nothing up, okay?
Check door out. Go.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Dig. Alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. Hey, Haywood. Watch the slant. Mike's by 4.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Sure. No. 4. Sure. No.
Mike. 53. Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Yeah.
Come get some.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
You ready?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Greystone, Travis. Look, squeeze. Check three. Go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, McFarland. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Switch up.
He'll look to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. They come up in an offset eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Lawrence. And
good
it's
game.
Incomplete. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills,